Welcome to this week's episode of 60 Seconds with the Superintendent, and welcome to the 2023-24 school year. Well, earlier this week, we welcomed back all of our staff and celebrated Convocation with a message of hope. Let's take a look and meet up with our guest speaker, Jamie Meade, to learn more about this message and the power of hope moving into the school year.
What an honor it is to be here to support your educators and your community.
30 years ago, the science of hope did not exist.
You know, I always say this is sort of what I wish I had known when I became an educator, because the science of hope taught me that that's where our motivation lives, and our motivation and our energy. And so that's the work we do in schools with children, is really to help. Our hope is that kids are engaged and they're motivated to learn. And so it's really important in this moment that we just take a moment and pause and check in with where we are with our hope.
And together, these three...
The science of hope is about 30 years old, and it's run in a parallel track with the brain science. And so the more we know about the human brain, the more we know about how we hope and how it impacts the trajectory and the overall quality of our lives. Our prefrontal cortex wants us to think about the future, and our amygdala is telling us that's where our fears live and things that might hurt us. And so we have a hard time in life balancing those two out. And there's a key component part to being aware of how the human brain is functioning, so that then we can self-regulate our thoughts and our hopeful thoughts for the future.
Thinking as a group of educators.
People are really trying to figure out where to from here, and how do we help our educators refuel in this moment and remember their purpose and why they're here, and really get back to the work they do with students. Hopeless students can borrow hope from their teachers, but only if the adults have it to spare. And that is a moment of personal reflection, like, do I have that hope to spare? And telling our stories of overcoming barriers and obstacles, and that really lets children know and our youth know that there's a way forward in this moment, because I have an adult before me who has done that. In all the work that I have done, one key strategy of building hope is making sure that our goals are framed as approach goals, not avoidance goals. This school system is thinking about your future through the portrait of a graduate, that model Mustang, is we are coming together to think about what skills, mindsets, attributes you need to be successful in the future. That is empowering to kids to know that my school system's thinking about our future, not stuck in the past.
So my biggest takeaway yesterday from our discussions about hope was how important it is to have hope yourself and have enough of it to share with others. So kind of like making sure that you're taking care of yourself and doing what you need to do in order to be your best for others.
My takeaway from yesterday was actually learning the science behind hope. When you hear the word hope, you just think of a feeling or an emotion, and to actually learn the breakdown of what hope can actually look like for not only an individual, but for myself, it was an amazing feeling.
I'm hopeful that we'll be able to take some of the things that we're learning about, like with the Model Mustang, and starting to put it all together. So I hope that we can really start to get students to not just hear the words resilience and empowered, but to actually become those, since that's our ultimate goal for all of these students.
Well, I hope you and your kids have had a great start to the 23-24 school year. And as always, thanks for watching, and go make it a great Mustang week.